when you put the sachet into good, clean, distilled reverse osmosis water, then it becomes the most bioavailable form of minerals available to you. Nothing comes close to what you can get here. Now, the reason I like it is because when you drink these minerals, okay, like I do, I put it in here and then I drink this throughout the day, I get a constant infusion of those ionic minerals all throughout the day. It's absorbed through the salivary glands, all my ionic minerals are, and the top portion of the esophagus and the top portion of the stomach. It doesn't have to go through the digestive process. This is really important part because the other forms do. There are three things that are actually absorbed in those areas, salivary and top portion of the stomach: aspirin, alcohol, and ionic minerals. So this is why it doesn't have to go through the digestive system as the other forms do. So I find that it's 100% absorbable, and like I said, you can absorb it throughout the day instead of one big shot. But that's not applicable for everybody. Okay? One size underwear doesn't fit all. It's the same kind of thing with this product. And so we've created, of course, a capsule form. Now in the capsule form, look, most people are pill poppers. I prefer a capsule. It's just easy. You know? In fact, I'd rather, okay, if the doc tells me I got to take 2 of these capsules a day, one in the morning, one in the evening, doc, can't I just take them all at one time, get it over with? Well, because a lot of people are used to capsules, they don't have to think about it. It's convenient to carry. Okay? You don't have to worry about bathroom breaks because, you know, as you're drinking this throughout the day. You better have a restroom convenient because you are going to take in a lot of fluids. Okay? And it's, like I said, it's one shot and it's done. Maybe 2, morning and afternoon. Okay? Now, compared to the water sachet form, not all of these minerals are absorbed, as I just said about the water sachet form. You're going to lose about 10% of its viability as it passes through the intestinal tract, the digestive tract. That's okay. We're still talking about 90% absorbable as opposed to 100%. That is head and shoulders above anything else on the market. I don't care what they tell you goes on with it or how absorbable it is. It doesn't come close to 100% or 90%. Okay. So the capsule forms are fantastic, but you have to be careful when you talk about capsules or even the powdered form, because you have to really know what the manufacturer is giving you. We call it excipients. Now, excipients are you know them better as fillers. I gave you a little list of them here: calcium phosphate, calcium carbonate, magnesium stearate. I mean, even though they say calcium and magnesium on there, they're useless to you in the body. The body can't use them. But in pill form or capsule form or powder form, they're added for several reasons. One of them is to keep the powder from caking, for instance, so you don't just have a rock there in a capsule. But often it's just used to fill it up. There are various uses for it. But the point I'm making is that these excipients are not great for you. See, excipients are supposed to be inert and not have any problem with the body. But we find that that's not exactly true. Some of the things can actually occupy receptor sites where you have to absorb things in or through in the intestinal tract in order to get it into the bloodstream. Okay? And they occupy those sites, and so that absorption doesn't take place. Now, if you want to test to see whether you have the excipients in your water, it's pretty simple. Just take a capsule or one of the other things that you're getting it in and just put it in good water. Now, I know that this is not exactly easy to see. Let me get it turned around here. But bust it into clean water. Nothing goes to the bottom. It's all in the incipients, and it's going to sit there and float. Okay, you want stuff that doesn't float. And that's one of the reasons why in our particular products, we don't put excipients in there. You get the benefit of everything that is in that capsule. Okay? So give it a test. Give it a try. See what happens. All right, running along, I like the powder too. The powder, it is so interestingly available to use in other things besides just taking it as a spoonful, which was not the way that I would recommend that you would do this. The powder form, however, is extremely available to use in other ways. For instance, take the powder. If you don't want to take the capsule or drink the water all day, put it in your smoothie in the morning. You know, dump some of that in there with some of the other stuff, the fruits and vegetables. Hey, you have just skyrocketed the nutritional value of that smoothie. Well, other things you can do with it. Put it on your cereal or other foods. You know, there's no taste to it, but you still get all of the nutrient value from it. Okay? Bake it in your bread. You know, you go out there and you spend a lot of money for whole wheats, and a lot of people make their own bread, so that we're right up there and doing all of the homeopathic and the things that we should for eating our stuff. Okay? Even put it in your chocolate chip cookies. We'll finally have at least a partial nutritionally good cookie then. So powder is good, and in fact, in the last two products that I formulated, I used the coral mineral powder in there. It was a digestive formula and a sports drink formula, and it fit beautifully. In fact, it was the main portion of the whole formula. So these can be used in a lot of ways, the powder form. So we've got the powder form, we've got the capsule form, we've got the sachet form.